My name is Manny Sousa, and my full name is Manuel Benavides Sousa, Jr. My father was from the Azores Islands and very Portuguese. And my age is 91. I was born November 1932 in Portland, Maine. And my address now is in the sunny South, like a lot of the, I'm a snowbird, I guess. They distinguish Yankees from damn Yankees down here by saying the ones that come down for the winter are Yankees. The ones that come down stay are damn Yankees. So I'm one of those damn Yankees. When I started writing Passing Through, I hadn't planned on going back to day one. I was born November 29th, 1932. Then I came down here and got into writing Passing Through. It took me 12 years to do that. 3 days after I retired, I set sail for Europe on my boat, 35-foot sailboat, from Chesapeake Bay to Mediterranean, with a young lady who was dying of cancer. She was French, and she needed to get back to socialized medicine in France. We sailed through Hurricane Andrew, 400 miles north of Bermuda, and 30, 40-foot seas, all in one day, fortunately. But we had to divert south to Bermuda for repairs, and went on from there to the Azores, and then continued to Portugal, and put her on a train. She went home, France, and 3 months later she had passed away from cancer. So that got me to the Mediterranean. I spent there 2 years. My wife came over and joined me, and we sailed back in 1988. And she was also dying of cancer. She had a malignant carcinoid tumor. They did a right hemicolectomy on her. Bethesda told her if they did another operation on her, they'd have to put something in. That wasn't a very funny joke at the time for her, but anyhow, she recovered. Amazingly, I mean, they really were not thinking that she was going to make it. She was a Star is Born, and I was retiring, so we parted ways at that point. I've been in Florida since I retired in 1954, so at almost that long.
career. Guess what? For 1975, the evacuation of Saigon, on scene. And that was what a dramatic end of Vietnam that was. We evacuated something like 180,000 people in like 3 days. It was historic. I mean, if the details of that were historically reported, it would be one of the grandest episodes of Navy history. Here I am in Time magazine. I'm on Eyewitness News 2 nights in a row talking about the resurgence of patriotism on college campus. I was there at just the right time. I'll tell you just one other little short story. I was sitting like this in the ready room at the airport one day, and there was a retired professor from FSU. He had the hangar next to mine at the airport. And it was just he and I, and there was another guy sitting over here. When he was a kid, there was a gasoline tank from a gas station that was had been pulled out of the ground, was sitting there, and it had the hatch open on it. And he had a cap gun. And he went over and stuck his head in and fired his cap gun inside of this gasoline tank that was open and was supposedly aired out, and it exploded. He survived that, but he started seeing spirits. He looked at me and he said, "Can you see the woman standing next to you on your right? She's got your left hand on your right shoulder, and she's pointing up." I said, "No, I can't see her, but I know who she is. What's she doing?" He said, "Well, she's miming the word mom and pointing up." And I couldn't figure out what that was. I was praying for something and really hard, and so and God came on. He said, kind of very straight, he just said, "I've given you everything you need for my purpose." And I've often wondered why I'm still here. There were so many times I was so close to, death. And so that statement by God, just that, within the past year, I felt like I was a scribe. Jean was right on my shoulder. She was just with me throughout my life. I mean, before and after her death. My life is no explanation for why I was so blessed. This is God's expectation from us, that we're not perfect. We're not perfect people. Nobody is. We're chosen for a purpose, and that Jesus can send whoever he wants to be the Holy Spirit in our lives. I can connect the dots in my life back to 1960 that I'm here today. I can see how the dots led up. That's a part 2 story.